But first, we have some breaking news. The National Weather Service in Boston has just confirmed that a tornado touched down during last night's storm. The tornado's path started in Lincoln, then headed to Cumberland and North Attleboro. This is the third time in less than a year that a tornado has touched down in this area, though the specific path of the tornado has not yet been revealed. Just incredible, and those damaging winds from last night's severe storms uprooted the lives of a Lincoln family, quite literally. Yeah, multiple trees uprooted by the wind and crashed into their home. That home now condemned, and the family is displaced. Our Jake Holter is live in front of that house now with more about this story. Jake, what can you tell us?
Well, Kim and Kayla, I'm here on River Road in Lincoln, and as you can see behind me, just a giant mess here at this home. These trees ripped right out of the ground and into the top floor of the home, and the family says they're still in shock.
There's a tree in my daughter's bedroom, so.
Lori from Lincoln says when she got the alerts on her phone about the severe weather Wednesday night, she could not begin to imagine her house would look like this less than a half hour later.
We heard a huge bang. Then the whole entire house shook twice.
Those bangs, the sound of trees striking the bedrooms of their two children.
Then I heard my son say, "I can't get out of here." So I would have kicked the door, and I couldn't. I was able to open it, but you know, there was things hanging from the ceiling. He had to crawl between it, you know, different things to get out of the door, but we had no electricity, so it was dark too. He couldn't even see where he really was.
She says seeing all the damage now in the daylight is chilling.
When we came back and we looked at it just now, we were both like, oh my God, this is, they could have died. They could have got killed.
The next door neighbor shocked to see the destruction as well.
I see that bedroom window, and I think that is absolutely terrifying to know, like, that he had to climb out of that mess, and thank God he's okay.
Now the family left to pick up the pieces as their home is condemned.
They're gonna board it up, they're gonna take the tree down, and then have someone come evaluate it and see what they're gonna do.
Now Lori tells me the family is living in a hotel right now until the insurance company helps them get into something more long term. She says that the Red Cross has been helping them out through this process as well. For now, live in Lincoln, Jake Holter, 12 News.
For the third time in less than a year, we've had a confirmed tornado touchdown in our area. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. We were on the air last night around 11:30 when the tornado warning was issued. National Weather Service confirms an EF1 tornado packing 100-mile-per-hour winds carved a 4-mile path starting in Lincoln, then went through Cumberland and ended in North Attleboro.
12 News reporter Jake Holter spoke with a family whose lives have been uprooted by fallen trees. He joins us live in Lincoln.
Yeah, Shannon and Mike, last night's tornado just devastating for this family. As you can see, multiple trees have crashed into their home. Now this is on River Road, and the power of the wind snapping the deep roots of these trees right in half and then toppling them into the home.
We were lucky that no one got hurt.
Lincoln residents trying to process the situation after a confirmed tornado ripped through their neighborhood.
It was loud. It sounded like a freight train was coming through the house. The house was shaking. It was making a noise kind of like the Titanic.
Mary Morris says her trees were uprooted in the storm.
And my husband looked out the window and he said, "I think our tree's gone." And I was like, "What?"
The trees landing on the home of Morris' next door neighbors.
They all landed on the house, pretty much on the same spot, on the roof. The one landed inside my daughter's window, the whole window. I don't even know where the window is.
Lori from Lincoln says another tree landed in her son's room, and she's thankful he didn't get more hurt than he is.
A branch hit him on the head, so he's got like a red, lump on his head that came through his window and into his bedroom and hit him.
Her home damaged enough to have been condemned.
They're gonna board it up, they're gonna take the tree down, and then have someone come evaluate it and see what they're gonna do.
Now, Lori tells me that the family is living in a hotel right now until the insurance company can get them into something more long term. She also says that the Red Cross has been helping them through this process. Live in Lincoln, Jake Holter, 12 News.